Today, I've had it with this motherfucking malware on this motherfucking plane. This is CheckPoint. Welcome to CheckPoint. For those of you watching via our new CheckPoint VR system, please put on your headset now.
The CheckPoint VR experience is so realistic, it is just like being physically here in the studio watching CheckPoint on a computer monitor.
Coming soon, CheckPoint AR, an augmented reality app that will digitally project and motion track the CheckPoint stream onto any AR-enabled monitor where you are already watching CheckPoint.
Video game loot boxes, the infuriating but bottom-line boosting microtransactions so beloved by game developers, are finally starting to attract some oversight. Last week, Senator Maggie Hassan, a Democrat from New Hampshire, asked the ESRB to review the completeness of the board's ratings process and policies as they relate to loot boxes and to take into account the potential harm these types of microtransactions may have on children. This follows on the heels of new laws proposed by state representatives in California and Hawaii to require developers to disclose whether games have additional in-game purchases and to prevent people under the age of 21 from purchasing loot boxes at all. And before you think this is just a moral panic in some left-leaning states, as far as the state of Victoria and Australia is concerned, loot boxes are gambling, and both Belgium and the UK have been investigating just how close it is to gambling. To pay $5 for a chance to get some sweet rare items that don't technically have any monetary value, but can be traded for real money in a separate marketplace. And when you put it like that, it really does sound a lot like gambling.
THQ is back. Well, it's kinda not, but it also kinda never left. Remember back in 2012 when THQ filed for bankruptcy and sold off all of its branding and assets? Actually, wait, back up. Remember THQ? Published Saints Row, Darksiders, Metro, South Park, MX, motorbiking, tons of stuff. Well, they went bankrupt in 2012, sold off a bunch of their franchises to Koch Media's Deep Silver, and sold a bunch of different franchises to Nordic Games. Nordic Games later also bought the THQ branding and changed their name to THQ Nordic. Well, now, or rather last week, THQ Nordic has acquired Koch Media, meaning they now also own Deep Silver, and all of the old THQ franchises are back together under one roof. And all it took was shifting hundreds of millions of dollars into the Ouroboros of global finance. This also serves as your annual reminder that THQ stands for Toy Headquarters. Thank you.
Fasten your seatbelts, there's a big controversy brewing in the professional-grade flight simulator PC gaming community. This weekend, Reddit users started accusing developer Flight Sim Labs of hiding malware in their Airbus A320-X add-ons for Prepared and Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Apparently, while installing the add-on, the installer also starts extracting something that looks an awful lot like a Chrome password dump tool that can steal passwords users have saved into their Chrome web browsers. So holy shit, right? Well, don't panic. According to Flight Sim Labs, the secret password stealer doesn't reveal any sensitive information of any customer who has legitimately purchased the products. But that means if the serial number of the add-on matches Flight Sim Labs' database of pirated serial numbers, well, then I guess what they wanted all those PayPal passwords was just to steal back the $100 USD that pirates should have paid for their add-on. Or perhaps they intended to send the pirates nasty emails from themselves scolding them for stealing things. Or maybe their devious plan was to load up pirates' computers with whatever kind of game a hardcore flight simulator weeaboo would find insulting to their plain sona. But whatever Flight Sim Labs was thinking, just know!
We've reported on the shambling, dead-eyed zombie of Atari for years now, the once mighty video game behemoth reduced to a mere name passed between asset management firms, all scrambling to gather nostalgia dollars from millennials by licensing their branding to Hot Topic and Blade Runner. Well now, the board of advisors that pilots Atari's hollow shell has decided to, quote, optimize assets of the Atari brand, and that the new hotness is, yes, you guessed it, cryptocurrencies. In a partnership with Infinity Networks, Atari Coin will apparently be used on a new blockchain-based digital entertainment platform, whatever that means, to buy music and video games. But why stop there? The second cryptocurrency Atari is unveiling is Pong tokens, a partnership with Paraplay, a company that makes gambling and casino websites. Paraplay is unveiling a new digital casino later this year that will accept real money and cryptocurrencies, and Pong tokens are designed specifically to work on it and other online gambling portals. According to Bloomberg, Atari's shares jumped up 60% after announcing their new nostalgia coins, which I suppose just proves that Atari made the right call, and that nobody understands what cryptocurrencies are or what they do, just that they like hearing the word.
So all you need to do to get your stock price to rise is say you're inventing a new cryptocurrency?
Apparently. Which is why we're pleased to introduce Piggle Pennies, the official CheckPoint cryptocurrency. You can mine it on your computer probably and spend it to buy things somehow, I guess. Do you think that worked?
We're not a publicly traded company.
Ah, dang.
Coming up. Seriously, coming up for real in less than an hour, the Overwatch Puppy Rumble! I have no idea what it actually is, but we assume it will involve adorable puppies with an assortment of high-powered weaponry. So how could we lose?
You're not publicly traded, but I bought shares of Adam. If Adam sold you shares of himself,
That's his problem.
That's between two hopefully consenting adults. And I hope one of the consenting adults was Adam.